Hey guys, Dr. Bartemus here, and I often say that weight loss is a side effect of getting healthy. And oftentimes I've spoken with women who entered into a healthy strategy with either me or another doctor, and they wanted to lose weight, and ultimately they felt like that strategy failed them because they didn't lose weight. And unless you're tracking their body composition, you have no idea to know whether or not that strategy was successful. How? Well, because you could stay the same weight or even gain weight, but actually become metabolically healthier through body composition changes. And if that's you, then your strategy was not a failure at all. And so I wanted to show you an example of that from my practice today. This is a pre and post InBody 770 body composition scan. This is InBody's medical grade body composition scanner that I have in my office. And this is about a 4 month difference for this 43-year-old female. And she came in reporting fatigue and brain fog and pain. Okay. And you'll notice that on her first test, she weighed 164.2 pounds. 4 months later, she weighed 1.6 pounds more at 165.8. So if she wasn't in my office, if she was going to an office that only checked the scale, then she might feel like she was failed or didn't achieve her goals, right? But the InBody lets us see beyond the scale. The scale is only one number, but your weight is made up of your lean body mass, your total body water, your fat mass, and your fat mass is made up of subcutaneous fat, which would be booty and breasts, and visceral fat, which is the fat around our organs. Okay. And the fat around your organs is what increases risk of diabetes, heart disease, etc. So we don't want visceral fat that's too high. So if we look on the first day, this 164-pound woman had lab high level of visceral fat. At any age, you want to be below this 100 line, and she was above it at 103. Her total body fat mass was 50 pounds out of the 164 that she had. She had 63 pounds of skeletal muscle, and that all combined for a body fat percentage of 30.6% for this female. So again, we embarked on care, and in addition to this InBody, we ran lab tests in the blood and the stool and other things because, again, the weight loss is a side effect of getting healthy, or more specifically, the body composition change will happen as you get healthy. So weight loss wasn't really a goal for us in terms of the primary goal. It was something we wanted to observe as the primary goals got better, which were her energy levels, her pain levels, her mental clarity levels. So 4 months later, she's reporting improvements in energy, in pain, in sleep, in mental clarity, in gut health. And what do we see under the hood? Excuse me, with the body composition findings? Well, her body weight, as I said earlier, was 1.6 pounds heavier. Okay, doesn't sound good so far, but when we look at what that 165.8 body is made up of, we see change. First, her visceral fat was too high initially. It has now improved to normal range, or what we could say functionally high, but she's below that 100 line, so she's healthier at decreased risk of metabolic disease. Her body fat mass previously was 50 pounds of her 164 pounds was body fat. Now 42.8 pounds of that 166 almost is body fat. So she's lost 7.4 pounds of body fat mass, even though she weighs a pound and a half more. Well, where's the extra weight coming from? Initially, she had 63 pounds of skeletal muscle mass. She's put on almost 5 pounds. Oh, she has put on exactly 5 pounds of skeletal muscle mass. So she lost 7 pounds of body fat mass, added 5 pounds of skeletal muscle mass. That is awesome. Okay. And that's a huge positive metabolic improvement in her case, as well as she lost the 12.2 centimeters squared, which is how they measure the visceral fat. Overall, this change in fat and muscle reduced her body fat percentage 4.8%. So almost a 5% body fat percentage decrease in this woman. So was her plan successful? Absolutely. Not only did it change her body composition, but her labs improved across the board. and her quality of life improved across the board. So if you're someone who is hanging everything on what the scale says after you've put in hard work and you feel like you're failing because the scale hasn't changed significantly or has even gone up like this person's, maybe it's time to seek out an office that runs in-body scans so you can track your body composition changes over the length of the strategy you've implemented and see that you're truly not failing. You're actually winning big time by reducing overall fat, but adding skeletal muscle, which may not let the scale change, but is definitely changing your metabolic health.